Good morning, Judge. Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you for allowing us to be here. My name is Lydia. I have Voices Behind the Cell. It is from grief to justice, from silence to accountability. My name is Lydia, and I stand here before you as the mother of Julian Dena. My son entered the Bexar County Jail alive. He should have come home alive. Instead, I was left with a pain that no parent should ever carry, with questions no family should ever have to fight to have answered. Julian was not a case number. He was not a statistic. He was my son. He was loved, valued, and his life mattered. I'm sorry. What began as heartbreak became a purpose. What began as grief became a movement. Through Voices Behind the Cell, I now stand for every family who has been ignored, dismissed, or left in the dark after losing a loved one in custody. Too many families in Texas still face the same failures: delayed notification during emergencies or hospitalizations, lack of clear answers when a loved one is in a crisis, mental health needs ignored or mishandled, inadequate medical care, preventable deaths followed by silence, families forced to search for truth on their own. That is why we demand real reform. What must change now? Immediate family notification during emergencies, hospitalizations, or death. Independent investigation in all in-custody deaths. Mental health treatment and diversion before jail becomes the answer. Accountability for negligent medical care. Public transparency on death and critical incidents. Consequences for repeated failures. Respect for every human life in custody. Message to elected officials, to Sheriff Salazar, County Commissioner, judges, lawmakers: the power to correct the system is in your hands. Families should not have to become investigators to learn what happened to their loved ones. We need action. We need transparency. We need accountability. We need correction in Bexar County Jail and across Texas. In loving memory of Julian Dena, Julian's name will not be forgotten. His life now fuels fight for truth and change, because custody should never become a death sentence, because silence protects negligence, because every family deserves answers. I should not have stayed at home not knowing my son was on life support for 12 hours because the jail was lazy. 2 hours is enough time to be busy, put your paperwork together, but not 12, not 10 hours where we don't know that our loved ones have been transported out of the facility and are on life support. By the time I got the next of kin call, all I was left to do was disconnect life support. Thank you so much and have a good day.